And welcome to Intuitive Tuesdays with Elizabeth Maria. That's me, Elizabeth Maria. Um, Tonight I am coming to you. This is the first time that I have tried the restream, so I hope it's working. I might just be like talking into absolutely nothing right now. But I don't even like really know. Like if some, let me see, chat overlay, social comments display here. Click on them. Okay. So I can show. Okay. No, I want to show. Okay. So if anyone is tuning in tonight, please, give a shout out so I know that this is working. Hopefully it is working. So we'll see. Anyway, so regardless, I guess this is a tester for the evening. I just decided, well, actually, I've been gearing up to do the restreaming thing, and I didn't give myself a whole lot of time to research it as far as like, how to do it. So I hope it's working. Anyways, so this is Intuitive Tuesdays with Elizabeth Maria. I am Elizabeth Maria. My business is Elizabeth Maria Unlimited because there is always an infinite number of possibilities. I offer writing services, whole food advocacy, and intuitive guidance. I use healing modalities such as divination, sound healing, art healing. Just an array. Basically, the tools that I've used with myself. So tonight I am coming live from the back porch. This has really been kind of a refuge for me while I have been in Athens. I love this back porch. I am moving out of town tomorrow, and it's a pretty big move, a big deal. So lots of energy. And so I decided to come from my back porch tonight because it's just a place that, so much love and light here, and it's been such a healing place for me. So I'm really, really thankful for this space, and shout out to my fam. You know who you are, for letting me be here. And yeah, and so today is Valentine's Day. Regardless what you may personally feel about this particular Hallmark holiday, I am a total freaking sap, and I love any excuse to celebrate love. And so today is all about the celebration of love, self-love. The topic of tonight is God is love, right? And that right there is the full sentence. I've heard a lot of lately about, love being um a verb, right? The act of loving. And really I was thinking about it, and these collective readings that I do, this is an act of love from me to you. It just, fills me with so much joy to be here and to connect. I'm not really sure why. I'm really hoping that you guys are getting to see this. I don't even know. I guess after I finish, if not, then I'll just like, hopefully it will record and I can just put it on that way. But technology, it just is how it is. So I hope it's working though. Um, Anyways, and so yeah, so God is love. To me, that's really all there is. And we like to complicate everything in this world. But at the end of the day, God is love. Love is everything. And once we get that, and once we get that self-love, right, is everything, then life gets a lot freaking easier. I know for this crazy dramatic Leo that walking through my own, kind of self acceptance. I mean, it has been a very, very long road for me. I'm going to light some sage to clear the energy of this space. I just want to thank all of my guides who are here with us. Thank all of the guides that are with you, your angels, your ancestors. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be a neutral conduit to bring the message to whoever needs to hear it tonight. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Okay, so I'm going to get right into the readings because I am doing 2 readings tonight for this special occasion of love, and we'll just kind of see what happens. I'm using a adapted spread. This is a love relationship spread. So the first spread that I do tonight is going to be and collective individual love reading. And so that is for those of you who are uncoupled, who may be wanting to find a partner, or maybe you're not wanting to find a partner. So this is for, and actually this reading is geared more towards people who are searching for that right match. Okay, it is a 4-card spread. Okay, the first card is going to be the state of the relationship with yourself. The second card will be the main lesson that you are learning about your own self-love. The third card will be your main lesson before being ready to attract that perfect partner for you. And then we will end this reading with a card that will guide. And I will more than likely, for the guidance card, pull one of the Kyle Gray angel cards. So let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Source Energy. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you for allowing me to be a conduit. Thank you for allowing me to be a guide. As always, protect these cards, protect this message. Allow no low vibe energy to penetrate. Only what aligns with our highest self, with our best and most truest intentions of love and light. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's just put them out and we will see what happens. And then I'm also going to pull our guidance card. One guidance card. Okay, thank you so much. Again, for this, I'm using the Angel Oracle deck. Thank you so much. Ooh, I felt that right there. Okay. This is why I do it. I love that energy. I love the energy. I don't, honestly, I have no idea if there's anyone here or not. And it's a little maddening for me, but again, I'm hoping that it's at least a recording. So if it isn't posting to Facebook and YouTube simultaneously, I'll just go old school and post the video afterwards. Okay, so let's get right into the reading. Now, as always, I always begin with my trusty guide, my ultimate tarot, and then from there, I just allow my intuition to just kind of take over, and whatever I feel needs to be said is said. Okay, so let's see. Wow. Okay, so this looks like a really good reading here. So this again is for the individual. So this is a collective reading. If you are interested in a more personalized reading, please check out my information through my website. You can also private message me. So the first card that we get, so this is the state of the relationship with the self. This is the Two of Wands here. We have the element of fire. This is Mars and Aries. This is the number 2. And so this is an excellent sign, because this is the state of relationship with self, right? And so the number 2 is all about partnership, this partnership with the self. And so the Two of Wands shows that you're making plans, you're moving forward. So this is an individual who, may be traveling soon, which is really funny because that's what I'm doing. In your work, you're gaining influence. So this card is really showing, the number 2 is a very balanced card. Card. If you see on my shirt tonight, it says love infinitely and the infinity symbol. And so this idea of balance. So this number 2. So as there are 2 wands in the card, there's also 2 aspects to your situation. Consider what helps you on your path and any issues that hold you back. And so this is really, this is an individual that is in a balanced place in their life, or is working towards achieving that balance, right? But as above, so below. What is inward is also outward, right? We live in a world of duality. And so as you consider what is moving you forward, also consider what is holding you back. Okay. And so that is the state of relationship with self. And so again, this is an individual who is seeking that balance. You're doing the work. The Two of Wands again is a excellent sign for this reading. It can also mean new romantic partnership coming in. Okay. It often comes up in a reading to reveal the beginning of a relationship too. So it's an excellent card for the collective individual reading. Okay. So for the next card for this reading is your main lesson for current self-love. Okay. And so this is the energy that you are currently clearing. It makes perfect sense that this card is reversed. Reversed cards here usually deal with the shadow side. So we're looking at some limiting beliefs that are happening right now. So your main lessons for your own current self-love. We have the King of Cups. So the reversed King reveals emotional vulnerability, okay? If this applies to an individual in your life, and this here is applying to you, then you may be dealing with someone who has volatile energy right now. This person may be secretive. And so again, this is the energy that you need to transmute, really, to shed, to let go of. These are your main lessons for your own self-love, okay? Because like we all know, you cannot find love on the exterior until you find it in the interior, right? And so this is some energy of being ashamed of, fully not being vulnerable and authentic with who you are, because there's some issues of feeling secretive and ashamed about parts of you. Come on, guys. I mean, this is 2023. We gotta let our freak flags fly. You know what I'm saying? Just be you, guys. Just be you. So this is also an energy of just non-communication, okay? Because the King on the right side up is all about good partnership. And so this is the energy of there's some shame happening. There is some non-communication, right? And so this card is all about, looking at the energy that is holding you back, okay? Those limiting beliefs. And so, anything I know with guilt and shame, I mean, the energy of shame has held me in situations that I did not want to be in for way longer than I should have been there to get the lessons, right? And so, to release that shame, that is all about acceptance of who you are in this moment, okay? There is no reason to hide who you are. We are all divine. We are all here for very specific, beautiful reasons, right? And every ounce of our mind, body, and spirits are worthy. Okay, and so this is your main lesson. For the next card is the main lesson that you need to get. So far we have an individual who is working on obtaining that balance. The limiting blocks to self-love, we have some energy of feeling ashamed, feeling secretive, and non-communication, right? For the third card, this is going to be the energy of, basically the main lesson that you need to get before attracting the partner that you deserve, because we are all worthy of finding love in this reality, and it's not too late or it's not too soon. Your ship hasn't sailed, right? I mean, because remember, there is always an infinite number of possibilities, infinite number. And so, I do believe in soulmates, but I believe that there's an infinite number of beings that we have the possibility of connecting with, of growing with, of building with, right? And so in order for you to move forward and to find this partner, your main lesson, and this is a big one, we are looking at the tower. And the tower is all about structures coming and tumbling down, right? This is a big, huge change in your life, right? I'm trying to find it in here, and of course it's not coming real uh easily, which sometimes it's really funny that I'm saying that, because ain't that the truth about just life in general? At least for me, it seems to be that way. I thought that it was right after the death card here. Oh no, it's right after the devil card. Okay, and so we have the tower. Okay, and so this is again your main lesson for attracting a partner. Okay, so the tower hits us with sudden change, the collapse of an ideal, a dream, an organization, or a relationship. This is inevitable and due to forces beyond your control. The tower can represent the shattered ego. For this reading, it is all about, you breaking out of these limiting beliefs. We have this belief of there's some feeling ashamed, there's not being communicative, right? And so the tower is all about shattering this ego that is keeping you in this, energy of, and I don't want to say it's like some unhealthy energy that is keeping you, preventing you from, leveling up and finding that partner and finding your split apart, the person that you're supposed to be building with. And so the tower is all about, it represents that shattered ego. And so it's all about, allowing yourself to feel vulnerable. Okay. So when the Tower card shows, I mean, there's just, it's basically movement forward is inevitable. I mean, and we all know this because the only constant is change, right? And so this is the change of ego. This is the change of perception, right? This is moving through these limiting blocks here with this reversed King of Cups, knowing your worth. This is shattering that ego, shattering that self illusion that is keeping you small when you, my dears, are divine, are divine. Okay. And so that's an excellent, I mean, that's pretty good for, an excellent lesson. So this is all about, just shattering your concept of yourself, letting go those limiting beliefs that are holding you back from love. And so the Tower also, with relationships, this is a secret. There's secrets coming to light, which, there may be some shocking revelations of self here. It is time to let go, just like I said, of these past patterns, right? These past limiting beliefs. You may, as we move forward, as your energy moves forward and clearing, this also can, it can really show that as you're moving forward, that you might be preparing for a very intense physical and spiritual relationship that also makes sense with this Two of Wands, the creation, the coming together, right? So, for this collective individual love reading, it looks like you are really close. If you don't have someone in your life that you are already thinking about, then your partner, your builder is right around the corner. It really looks like you have, I mean, you're going through it. You're going through some really huge character trait transformations, but know that it is all for your good. It is happening for you, not to you. Okay. And so for your guidance, and this is so beautiful. I picked this card so freaking much. This is the Archangel Ariel, and it's perfect. I mean, this is the angel of fire here, right? This is also the lion god angel. And so the peaceful warrior here. I get this so much. Hold on one second. This is the wrong book. No wonder I can't find what I was looking for. Hold on one second. So for Archangel Ariel, hold on one second. We have, what is it? The peaceful warrior, page 74. I should remember that by now, as many times as I have read this card. It comes up a whole lot, guys, a whole lot. So, the general meaning here is that the angels want you to know that you are a warrior and that your heart is pure and light filled, and you desire only peace for yourself and those around you. You may find your peace being challenged. You're walking through a lot. You're doing a lot. You're doing the inner work, right? You're letting go and releasing this energy. You're learning how to speak directly and to speak your truth and to know your worth, right? You're preparing. And so, Archangel Ariel, the lion god, which is, perfect for this Leo right here. You have a voice, and the angels know that you are not afraid to use it. So use it. Take the time right now to figure out the most peaceful and loving state of being you can remain in. If you feel that you have a reason to stand up for someone or something that is challenging you, Your angels are here to say that you have the courage and conviction to do so, but ensure you are coming from a positive space and aren't dropping down into the fear-based level, okay? And so, Archangel Ariel has got your back here. Call on Archangel Ariel. Ask and thank Archangel Ariel for helping me to stand my ground, to make these changes that I am working on in my life, right? To get rid of any energy that is impeding my progress, to find my partner, shadow my ego, allow me to see what it is that I need to see, not what I want to see. And your partner is so on their way, so on their way. Okay. Well, that was a beautiful reading, guys, for the individual collective reading. I am now going to shift gears. I'm going to relight the sage just to kind of clear the energy a little bit before we move into our couples reading. Now, again, I really don't know if this thing is going or not. It looks like it's still recording. Something's happening. So I don't know about the comments. Usually a couple of you guys like say something. So but this is the first time that I'm using this Restream app, and so that happens. Everything in my world seems to be perfectly flawed, so Lord knows, Lord knows. Okay, thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Spirit, for being here with us this evening as I give collective love readings. Thank you so much. Thank you for the energy of the sage to clear, to allow me to be a neutral conduit for this reading. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I'm going to light a little bit more. That really didn't get too. I don't know if you guys can hear the sound music. These are the Tibetan bells. I just love the energy. Thank you. Here we go. Thank you. Here we go. There we go. Thank you, Sage. Thank you. Okay. Now for... just had to pull out my blue lapis. I love this crystal. If you guys could see my whole layout right now, let me just tell you that I love doing these lives and I love preparing for them. I love connecting. Hopefully by next week, I'll figure out how to restream so I can see your comments inch by inch, step by step, right? But until then, I'm just feeling the energy and I'm doing this. I'm just out here, just being so happy. God, I'm so happy. Tomorrow, guys, I start my journey going out into the wilds, going up to the mountains. Okay, so let's prepare for the second reading. Okay, so for this, it's going to be a collective couples reading. So for those of you that have a partner, that are dating in a relationship of any sort, this is for you. Okay, I'm doing another 4-card spread. The first card is going to be the state of the relationship. The second card will be your main lesson. So the lesson of, whoever first clicked on this live. And then the third card is going to be your partner's main lesson. And then the fourth card will be your guidance card, as I did with the last individual collective reading, I will pull an angel guidance card for the fourth card. Okay, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Allow me to be a neutral conduit, to do this reading, to be of service. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, thank you. Okay, we have 1, we have 2, and we have 3. Okay, and then let us pull an angel card. Thank you so much. Whew, whew, I feel the energy on that one. It's just going to be right here. Okay, so let's see what happens here. So, oh, wow. Okay. You know what I think is that all of these cards need to be this way. Okay. Because sometimes my deck goes upside down and I feel like when all the cards come out that way that I am, oh, okay. So this looks like a beautiful reading. Okay, so the first card is all about let me get there. Let me get to my cups. This is the Queen of Cups, a wonderful card. Okay, this is a loving and giving card. You make the world a better place. So this is the state of the relationship. So the Queen of Cups is all, this is the water. This is a relationship and flow right here. This is an intuitive woman, okay, the queen. And just know that, you know, with tarot and really with everything, you know, gender, like we all embody the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And so this relationship, the state of the relationship, the Queen of Cups is all about positive influence. This is a sensitive relationship. Okay. This is a nurturing and compassionate relationship. It seems like from this card, because this is an individual or individuals that have high emotional intelligence. This could be a couple that is, you know, in the arts, right? There may be something to do with medicine, caregiving, some type of holistic therapies, right? This is like a power couple energy right here. And so this is also someone that may be into research. So it says, given her sensitivity and natural empathy, the queen has to choose her close friends carefully. And so for this love reading, the state of the relationship, this seems to be an insular couple. Okay, you guys are highly sensitive together, intuitive together. You were building. You have, it seems, you know, just based on this, based on the queen, the flow, that there's treasure, there's a flow in this relationship that is just really beautiful and creative. How beautiful is that? Okay, so for the person who clicked on this message, your main lesson will be coming next. And so in order for this relationship to continue in what seems to be a pretty harmonious state, and I will say that, you know, it is Valentine's Day. So if you're not getting along with your partner right now, then I mean, I don't even know what. But yeah, so I'm thinking that, you know, anytime you read cards, it's like the collective energy is of the moment, right? And so everyone seems to be doing pretty good collectively right now with their relationship. Okay, so for your main lesson, for those of you who are listening to the collective couples reading, and if you are the one that clicked on, then this is your message, your main lesson that you need to get in order for this relationship to stay harmonious, and it is judgment. Okay. And so this is the element of fire. This is all about renewal, right? And so judgment in relationship. This is love is assessed and shifts into a new phase. There may be a need for reconciliation if you deem the relationship worthwhile. Okay. If you are single, you may revisit an old relationship and decide if it is worth trying again. An old friend may reappear. And so this is judgment. Judgment is all about it is time to decide, right? Great changes and opportunities are on the horizon, but before you can decide your direction, certain past issues must be addressed. And this makes sense as far as your main lesson that you need to, basically get. It seems like this individual, this part of the partnership is having, some upheaval in their life and is having to make some pretty big decisions. This process, though, is purely about how you judge yourself on your past actions. So, again, in a relationship, this seems like, that maybe that you are processing maybe some of your behavior patterns, some of your character traits from the past. You're needing to shed some of that ego that you have wrapped around in some of these past, and I'm thinking and I'm feeling like these are some past missteps, because there's never mistakes, there's some missteps, right? And that you may be judging yourself for this, but just know that we are all perfectly flawed and that we are all worthy of love and forgiveness. Okay. And so judgment is also about the spiritual awakening, that you feel called to explore your potential. So it may be that your lesson is to allow yourself to go on your own spiritual journey, because that's a solo journey, and so you're in a partnership, right? And your partner may be, journeying in a completely different aspect, but it doesn't mean that you guys are, your roads are leading apart from each other. You can journey with your partner, separately, but still together. And so this is all about you preparing to really deep dive into some, esoteric, some spiritual concerns here. You've learned a whole heck of a lot about yourself. You've been doing a lot of inner work. It seems that, as a couple, that you guys have been doing your individual work, but also your relationship work. It seems that pretty much it's in a state of harmony, which, can be a good, but also a bad thing. I mean, not a bad thing, but for some people, the state of harmony, the state of balance can also equal a little boredom, right? And so, you're kind of at a crossroads right now in your life. You are, learning all these new things about yourself. And you're developing your spiritual connections with your guides, your angels. And so, for your lesson, this is to know that this is your path. This is not your partner's path, okay? It doesn't mean that your partner can't share in it, but this is your own inner work. So shed your ego that thinks that you and your partner have to be like this to still be growing, okay? You can be side by side. You can even kind of wiggle around all like that and still, be in partnership. One of my mentors, Judith Kofer, who is out in the ethers, I just love you. Love you, Judith. I lunched with her one day, and she was married for God, probably I don't know how long, but a heck of a long time. And I asked her once, I said, Judith, what is the secret? And what she told me, she said, Elizabeth, the secret is space. Okay. And so this card is really, you're judging yourself about some past actions. You're, having the spiritual awakening. All of these new ideas are coming to you. It does not mean that you have to separate and make a either or decision about anything. Okay. You can create the space, become unenmeshed, and know that your partner is dealing with their own shit too, right? It doesn't mean that they're any less or any more, right? You can be in separate spots, but still together. Okay, so your so your partner's main lesson. And so for those of you who are watching for the collective couples reading, the first, let's see, the state of the relationship, we have the Queen of Cups. You guys are doing pretty good. You're doing the work individually and collectively as a couple, right? You have, pretty good communication here. This is a couple that is, really, creative. They're, really communicative with each other. And so the main lesson here is definitely here with the judgment is really, stop judging yourself for your past actions. Know that you are in the middle of a beautiful spiritual awakening, and, wherever your partner is in their own spiritual path, it's really should not be of any concern to you. Focus on yourself. Okay. And so meanwhile, your partner's main lesson, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And so this is all about the monies. This is someone who is very reliable here. So the Queen of Pentacles is usually well off, generous, and supportive. She has a strong maternal instinct, is affectionate and wise, right? Her vocations include public office, ecology, culture, politics, any work that basically benefits a large number of people. She can also be a homemaker. She loves caring for her home and garden. And again, this can also, and it's interesting that we have, because it seems like this relationship is really focusing on the divine feminine aspect of the coming together, of partnership, of, needing this nurturing aspect to continue with, communicating in a direct and loving way, while it looks like that you guys are both, kind of on your own spiritual paths right now. Okay. And so let's see, she is blah, 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 blah. In reading, she's commonly shows up as a benefactor. Okay. And so as a U card, and this is again your main lesson. So as a U card, care for your body and your finances. Okay. So this totally makes sense. It seems like, for the main person that clicked on, you're having like a pretty intense spiritual awakening. You're, kind of looking at some of these past issues, past kind of limiting beliefs or past missteps that have happened. And then here we have someone who is very focused, is kind of, I'm thinking, is like kind of the energy, and not necessarily the breadwinner, but is pretty good with the finances, right? And so your main, your main lesson right now is to continue to, care for the finances and care for your body. Okay, the Pentacles and the Swords, right? Excuse me, the Swords. This is all about this is manifesting in this reality. And my gosh, you know what I just realized? And this is so funny, because what I do believe is whatever it is that I flip to is exactly what I need to be reading. But so continue to, focus on your finances and focus on your body. But as the Queen of Swords, you also need to be determined and stay strong. Okay, this right here is awesome. This is water, and so there's also that flow. And so just, being steadfast in your determination that, that this relationship is where you want to be. That you are in the right place, the right time. It says here, as a person, an astute individual, the Queen of Swords is single-minded and highly ambitious. So, like her sign of Libra, she can quickly assess all aspects of a situation. So this right here is all about, an individual that is steadfast in their conviction. So while your partner is kind of going through this, esoteric spiritual awakening right here, this is about your energy of, just pretty much holding it down, holding it together. Okay, so the last card for this reading, and this is a beautiful card. This is out of the Angel Prayers deck. And guys, this is the first time that I've done two collections